Hello and welcome back to the channel and to today's workout, which is the Pilates Re-Boot, my first workout of 2021 back in France. So today it's just going to be around 20-25 minutes and it's just aimed at getting us back into Pilates and helping us remember how good Pilates makes us feel. Okay, so you're going to get a great workout. So we're going to start standing to get warmed up. Okay, so we're just going to step and reach across. Okay, so keep loose. Okay, it's just warming up the waist, the legs, the arms. Okay, so if you're doing this first thing in the morning, maybe you feel a little stiff, so it's just always good to get moving. Particularly when it's cold as it is here in France at the moment. Okay, just 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're going to step up and across and then do a baby squat back and touch your ankle. Okay, so from the side it's across and then bum goes back. So stay on the same side and we'll do 8. So up, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so let's go to this side. So really reach up from that hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Excellent. So we're going to get into some breathing. So I want you to take your head into your hands, okay, feet hip distance apart, knees are slightly bent, so just to keep them soft. My pelvis is stacked on, underneath my ribs, underneath my shoulders. So we're going to inhale and then exhale, just do a standing ab curl and then open up and then go to the side. And lift up, change sides, lift up, and then we're going to go into a slight back extension, nothing extreme. So we inhale, just take it back, and then exhale, bring it to center. So we'll do that one more time. Okay, so I'll show you from the side. So inhale, exhale, crunch, and up. Okay, do the breathing pattern that works for you. And then a slight extension. And back. Good job. So coming back to the center now. Again, feet hip distance apart. My hips are square. We're just going to take our right leg out to the side, making sure that you don't hike that hip or tip over, and we're just going to lift and lower the leg. So you'll see that it doesn't come up very high. If I try to take it higher, I'm going to tip over or I'm going to scrunch here. So only lift it as high as your hip will allow. I've lost count now, so let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up now and the arms come up. Can we balance and hold here for 5, 4. Really reach through those tips of the toes, tips of the fingers. 1 and down. So staying on that same leg, so the right leg, we're going to do a lunge back and then a knee lift to balance. So let's do 8 like that. So lunge and lift for 2. So making sure those knees are going down at 90 degrees. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Good. So let's go to the side, making sure our hips are nice and square. Take the left leg out and let's lift and lower for 8, 7, 6. Really lift up tall. So let's start the year with great posture. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now tilt over, extend and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Now those lunges back. So lunge and lift. So you might find that you have more balance on one side than the other, or sometimes it's easier to come off the mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. So hopefully those hips and legs are feeling a bit warmer now. So we're going to come to the end of your mat. We're just going to do a couple of roll downs. So let's make sure our shoulders are nice and round and back. We inhale, exhale, nod the chin to the chest, and then rolling down, using those abdominals to flex over. And when you can't flex anymore, tip that pelvis forward, come down to the mat, and then we'll just bend the knees, straighten as much as you can, and then using the abdominals to lift back up to standing. Shoulders around and down at the bottom. Okay, one more. Bend, straighten, rolling up, and shoulders around. Okay, so we're now going to go down onto the mat into a 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so when we're in a 4-point kneeling position, our wrists are directly underneath our shoulders and our knees are directly underneath our hips. Okay, so I just want you to just relax completely into it. Okay, so no Pilates form at all. Okay, and just notice how that feels. So maybe my back feels a little bit collapsed, my abs are popping out, my ribs are popping out, and my shoulders feel scrunched. Okay, so now I want you to push through those hands so you can feel the back muscles engaging. Notice immediately how much stronger you feel just by doing that. My abs are now lifting to support the back. Okay, and you can just feel how much more stable you are in that position. Okay, so we want to be in that position the whole time we're in 4-point. Okay, so I want you to glide the left leg back, okay, and then raise the right arm. Okay, if this is too much for you at any time, take the arm back down again. Okay, it's enough work with just the leg. Okay, listen to your body. So reach long, and then we're just going to lift and lower the back leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay lifted. I'm just going to change sides so you can see what I'm doing. So I want you to then take the leg across the bent knee and the arm comes back to meet it. So you should feel a contraction in your oblique muscle here. Okay, so I'll show you again. So we just take them around and back. Okay, so the whole time we're doing this, it's really important that you keep your hips facing down. So don't twist the body. So let's give it a go. So take it around and straight. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't try and make the leg and the arm touch each other, unless you're, a Cirque du Soleil performer, and you probably can. And last one. Good. So arm and leg comes down, and we're going to go into 8 fire hydrants. So take the leg out to the side and in. So lift. So working the outside of the hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just widen the knees And just go back into a rest pose, just to ease off the arms. If you want to circle your wrists, if they're feeling a little bit stiff, do that. And just let your body relax into the hips and breathe into the back. One more breath. Good. And then we're going to come up and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so getting set up in that really nice stable position. Glide the left leg back. If you feel you can lift the arm, raise the arm up, and then we're going to lift and lower the back leg for 8, 7, 6. Keep those abs pulling back towards the spine. 3, 2, 1. And then take it across the back. Arm comes back towards it. And lengthen for 2, 3. Keep those hips facing down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee and arm comes down. And we go into our fire hydrants on the other side. So take the leg out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then widen the knees and go back into your rest pose. Okay, so rest pose is used not just to rest, but just to open those hips up and allow gravity to help them open. And it helps you to breathe into the back. And then we're going to go down onto our tummy. Okay, so our legs are going long. And I want our hands just quite narrow this time. We're going to do into a swan dive prep. So our hands need to be underneath the shoulders. Okay, so it feels a narrow position. When you're in the wider position, you sometimes feel you have more movement, whereas in a narrow position, it's a little bit more restricted. Okay, so our head is hovering just off the mat. Our legs are long, our glutes and hamstrings are pulling down, abs are lifting. We're going to inhale and then lift up just as much as you can. Should be no strain in the lower back. And lower. Lift. So make sure the movement is coming from your upper back extensor muscles and you're not just pushing through the hands. The hands are just there as support. Okay, eye gaze is to the mat, so your neck is in a lovely alignment. Let's do 3 more. 2, and last one. Good. Okay, so now we're going to hover up in a position that is comfortable for you. Okay, and then we're going to take the legs off the mat, drop the heels slightly in, so you're in a slight external rotation, and we're going to swim the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. And again, lift the upper body, lift the legs, and swim. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. We'll just do that one more time. Lifting up, lift the legs, and swim. Really lengthen those legs away. 3, 2, 1. And then we're now going to come down with our head resting to one side and our hands are on top of each other on our lower back. We're going to take our legs the width of the mat. Okay, we're going to do double leg kick. So just watch me once. So we bring the knees in, kick, kick. Then our shoulder blades are coming round and together at the back as we fly up. And then we go down again, head to the other side, kick, kick, and up. Okay, so we'll do 3 to each side. So come with me now. So kick, kick, and fly. Kick, kick. Good. Inhale, inhale. Exhale. And last one each side. Really reach those fingertips long. Feel those shoulder blades drawing together at the back. And then we're going to roll onto the side. No, we're not. We're going to come up to kneeling. And then we're going to tip over to the side. Okay. So I want us to be resting on our straight arm. So I don't want you to collapse into the shoulder. Push through that shoulder, making sure it's nice and stable on the back. Leg is coming long. Okay, now your top arm is either on the hip or arm up, whichever is more comfortable for you. And we're just going to lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I want you to take the top arm long so you should feel a lovely stretch down that side. And we're going to lift up and just tap the thigh and stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep lifted through that shoulder, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to come down into the mat, into our side bend prep position, okay, which for those who don't know it, is this. Other option is this, okay, so what we're going to do is, if this is your preferred position, you're going to just come up and try and make a little rainbow shape with your body, just to get some nice lateral flexion. Okay, other option is to have your legs like this and come up and over. So whichever feels more comfortable for you. And we're just going to do 3 of these. So we lift up and down. So make sure that the hips are coming up and down and your bum's not going back. So it's like we're bread in a toaster and we can only come up and down. We can't move back or forward. Good. And last one. And then let's do the other side. So coming onto our knees. Okay, and then dipping over. Leg comes out to the side. Okay, making sure you're nice and stable on that shoulder. And we lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, arm overhead. That stretch already feels so nice. And then lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming down into our side bend position. And we're lifting up and over and down. Down, and last one. And down. And then we're going to roll onto our back. In case you were thinking I'd forgotten about the abdominals, of course not. Okay, rolling down, and just take a minute to get situated on the mat. Make sure those shoulders are nice and open. Let's just tip the pelvis using the abdominals, push it away, and then settle in a neutral position. Okay, so we have a small gap between our lower back and the mat. We work in neutral in Pilates as much as we can because it is the most stable position for our pelvis and the way it can support all the other muscles, the spine and all the other bones around it. If it's in neutral, it's in its most secure position. So the next exercise we're going to do, we're going to try and keep in that neutral pelvis the whole time. Okay, so I want you to bring one leg to tabletop and the other leg to tabletop, okay, staying in neutral. So you should already feel that's quite a lot of work for the abdominals just to do that. Okay, if you get any pulling in your lower back at all, I want you to go into a slight imprint position, so slight flatter back, until you feel that you can control the abdominals. Okay, so the abdominals don't want to be pushing out forward and popping out. We want to keep them nice and flat. So we're going to do toe taps away, but I only want you to take the leg as far as you can maintain a neutral pelvis. So I don't want you to touch the mat and your pelvis, your low back hurts, your abs pop out. You know, you've got to listen to your own body. So today I feel like I can't quite go down to the mat. Good. Keep breathing. Let's do 2 more either side. And last one. Okay, just hug the knees in. Okay, just in case it was pulling. Then take them back to tabletop and my arms are coming to the ceiling. So we're going to add in now a toe tap with taking your opposite arm back. So we tap and reach away. Other side. Again, try and maintain that neutral pelvis and adjust the movement to enable yourself to do that. 3, we're just going to do 6. This is a whole lot of hard work for the abs. 5. And last one either side. And hug those knees in again. And just roll from side to side. Good, so taking the legs back to tabletop, hold on behind the thighs. And we're going to come up into chest lift position. Okay, so making sure my head is supported over my shoulders. I'm not holding it back here and getting neck strain. Okay, keep it lifted for single leg stretch. So we're going to reach away for 10, 9, really reach long, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lower down. Okay, hold on behind the thighs, rolling up. And we're going to go into a hip twist exercise. And I'm going to give you some options on this, okay? Because hip twist is a more advanced exercise and is difficult. Okay, so option 1 is one leg is bent, the other leg is straight, and we're just going to lift and lower. Okay, so you're going to do 8 on either side. Okay, so this is working those lower abdominals, making sure that leg is lengthened away as you lift, and it's not wildly coming up high, it's only coming in line with the other knee. Okay, option 2, pushing through those elbows to make sure chest lifted, we're not sinking down watching TV. Okay, we're going to take one knee to tabletop, the other, and we're just going to circle the legs around one way, and then take them back the other way. Okay, so that's option 2. Go with that one. Try it. Okay, otherwise, we're going to straighten one leg, straighten the other leg. Slightly turn out those heels. Sorry, the heels come in, feet come out. And we're going to take the legs around and down and up. And then back the other way. Good. So pick which one works for you. Maybe you could try level 1, then move to level 2, or level 2, then move to level 3. Give it a go. I think we're going to do 3 times either side, because that's quite tough if you're doing the straight leg option. So let's go. Making sure that you're breathing and always in control. 1. Okay, so now 2. And last one. and then bend the knees in and come up to seated. So well done on that. If you did the full exercise, I find that really challenging. And yes, you can do more reps, but then I feel like my form goes if I do more reps. So I would much rather do fewer reps with great form than loads of reps with bad form. Okay, so final ab exercise is going to be our rolling like a ball, just to ease off that lower back as well, and a bit more ab work. So coming up on those sit bones, knees are wide, hands to the outside of the shins, come up and balance. Okay, making sure that you're pushing through those hands to engage those lat muscles, then tuck the abs as you roll and create your ball shape and come up and balance. So it's best to inhale as you go back and exhale up. Good. Really drawing those abdominals back. Let's do 4 more. And 3, 2, and last one. And then just hold it here. Okay, and if you can, let's straighten the left leg and in. Right leg in. Then can you do both? Ooh, I'm shaking. And hold here. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs. Great job. Okay, let's end with some nice glute stretches and a mermaid. So we'll start with the glutes. So just cross one leg over the other, sit up nice and tall and hold on to that front knee. And let's just breathe. Let the muscles relax. And then, if you wish, twist just to get a deeper stretch. But again, listen to your body. If the first one is enough, stay there. Good. Unfolding the legs and coming into our mermaid position. Okay, so get those hips as grounded as you can. Arms come on a diagonal and then scoop the abs back as you bring the arm around. Okay, so the idea is not to get the hands to meet. It's to go until you feel like you have a nice stretch across the tops, the backs of your shoulders and into the abdominals. Open out, drop the elbow, reach up. We've done quite a lot of lateral flexion or work on the side today, which is good. And then a counter stretch, just look through the gap in your elbow. Good, and then let's switch around to the other side, starting with the glutes. So lifting up and breathing. Okay, and if you wish, rotate. Stretching out the glutes is so important, particularly if we're sitting a lot. For those people who are currently in lockdown, might be inside more than we would like to be. So, making sure you don't get tight hips is really important. So this stretch or figure 4 stretch, really good ones. Okay, coming into a mermaid, sweeping that arm around. Opening out, and then push that bottom hip, push the hip down as you lift the arm up. And a counter stretch. And you are done. You are rebooted and hopefully ready to face your day or face whatever you've got in front of you. So thanks for joining me. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you'd like to request any workouts on the channel, also leave me a comment or drop me an email. My details are on the channel or on my Facebook page. So take good care of yourselves and I hope to see you back here on the mat really soon. Bye.